Right, we are ready to go.
I'll just shout louder.
Yeah, I think this is how it's going to happen. Right. Well, welcome in. It's good to have you back in, actually, Amber.
It's good to be back. Thank you for having me.
Because it was, when was that? July?
Oh, yeah. I think about July.
You were the first person to open up the On Air Acoustic in this studio.
No way. I didn't actually realise that.
It was actually quite wild. July, I want to say something like the July 23rd, but it might not be.
If you remembered that, I would be very impressed.
But apart from that, you've been busy, man, since then.
I have been busy. Very busy indeed.
New EP coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
This is why you're here?
Yes.
This is mad news.
It's crazy. I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, I'd only released one song.
Was it one? Ammunition?
It's been Ammunition, and maybe the second one was coming out, and maybe that's why I was here.
Then the second one was You'll Be Fine? And then it was Just for a Minute, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, you're good at this.
I told you, man, I tell you, we're leveling up.
You've been doing your research.
I've got artist profiles, I tell you. Some people just say, oh, you got the artist in, that's fine, like, you get what you want. No, it's a community here.
Wikipedia.
I tell you, it's a community here, man, we're a family. Like, I say, I've got no favourites. Okay, so I think what we should do is kick off with one of your tracks. Which one are you going to go with?
Ooh, let's do one off my new EP.
Yes, this is exciting.
Okay, so let's start with Sweet Night.
Cool.
Peter's with me.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm pointing at him, as if you can all see him.
Yeah.
He's here
There's a
on my
camera
left.
somewhere.
There is. We'll get you on the socials, it's all good.
Yeah, so this is called Sweet Night Calling, Sweet Night Calling, actually. Yeah, let's do this.
Cool.
Make a wish for better days. Take the time to realize it won't always be this way. I know right now you're certain this will be your whole damn life. I hope that you'll find something that can ease your worried mind. 'Cause I can hear the sweet night calling, but I know it ain't calling for me. And I can hear the whispers talking, telling me to pack up and leave. But I won't give up, no, I won't break down. I have come too far not to stand my ground. So when the sweet night's calling, oh, I hope that it'll call for me. Through all the rain clouds, there's a bright sky shining through. The storm is slowly fading, but I know you're fading too. Darling, please be patient. These things always take their time. I'll be there through the dark nights and through all the starless skies. 'Cause I can hear the sweet night calling, but I know it ain't calling for me. And I can hear the whispers talking, telling me to pack up and leave. But I won't give up, no, I won't break down. I have come too far not to stand my ground. So when the sweet night's calling, oh, I hope that it'll call for me. And I can hear the sweet night calling, I know it ain't calling for me, and I can hear the whispers talking, telling me to just pack up and leave. But I won't give up, no, I won't break down. I have come too far not to stand my ground. So when the sweet night's calling, oh, I hope that it'll call for me. Oh, when the sweet night's calling, oh, I hope that it'll call for me. 'Cause when the sweet night calls me, I'll be free.
Wow. Amber, man, that was beautiful.
Thank
That's
you.
seriously mega, that.
Thank you.
God, you think your 3 other ones you just released before that were good. God, you just
you
keep
so
going
much.
up and up and up.
Thank you.
Man, that was like, I was like, just listening to it, I was just like, wow, like, you've done it again.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of your music anyway. The 3. If I had like some sort of, I think like the data on it, my Spotify would be popping up all the time. Because I think I listen to it like every day.
Spotify Wrapped, I hope so.
I didn't look at it this year, I don't think.
Well,
I might have to look at it.
That's a good excuse for me not to be in it then, I suppose.
Yeah, I might have to look at it. But I have been to one of your gigs.
You have been to one of
and
them.
one of your,
and
and
it was
Pete's.
spontaneous as well. You were on a date night.
I know. I was on
Your
a date night.
anniversary.
I know. I was on a date night with my fiance, and literally bumped into you guys.
Yeah.
In the street.
In the street.
And then you just kind of went, "Come on in." I was like, "Yeah." Who are you supporting that night? I just want you to tell everyone who you were supporting that night.
Oh, was it Wrong Jovi or Blondie?
No, yes.
Blondie.
Blondie.
Yeah. a tribute.
A tribute
Blondie.
to
It wasn't actual Blondie.
Yeah.
Otherwise I wouldn't be in here.
Imagine it.
Be somewhere
Oh my.
on a
Yeah.
different country somewhere.
Well, yeah, you never know. You never really know
never
from
know.
this studio out there. You never really know. But it was, that was just a wild night. We went out, we were having nice drinks, dinner, see you, and then all of a sudden, we're sat at a table, watching you absolutely kill it. I mean, they were very lucky to have you as the warm-up act. And then I watched Totally Blondie.
Crazy.
I mean,
They were awesome.
They are.
They were very good.
Do you know what was amazing? I was watching everyone of a certain age. I was
Yes.
like, you know what, music, you just don't, like, gigs don't die, like,
No.
this is the beautiful thing about music. You can say whatever you kind of want through your music, whatever message you want to get out there, but there's always an audience.
Always.
Even if you're a tribute act.
Yes.
There's always an audience.
Oh, there's more. I feel like recently I've seen so many tributes and they just sell out.
No, they
Because
don't-
no one can afford to go and see
No, exactly,
the
yeah.
real band, so they're like, next best thing.
You can't see Oasis, so watch No Oasis.
Exactly.
It's easy.
Exactly.
I love that name from them.
Hopefully there'll be an Amber Lilly tribute one day.
Oh,
It will be like
imagine it.
Amber, that's not radio friendly, don't worry.
Love that. Hey, look, well done. Well done. I've only ever had one person, so, you haven't added to the list. It's like, brilliant. I don't have to have a word of Ofcom tonight. Yeah, but talking about, of the Hartford thing, you're here, there and everywhere around there.
Yeah.
Like, you are smashing gigs right now.
Thank you. Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy.
Like, the Hartford
Crazy.
Recording Exchange, I feel like you're just
Just there
you're
all the
just
time.
there.
Yeah, always.
I feel like when people book it, they go, "Oh yeah, by the way, Amber Lee's going to warm up for you."
That's it, yeah.
Maybe that's what you should do.
Crazy now. I get people stopping me in the street and going, "Are you Amber Lilly?"
No
I was outside
way.
the Corn Exchange the other day watching the Bay City Rollers, and that's an old band, so the predominant people in there were old. And sorry if anyone's listening that was there that night. And I was outside and some woman walked past me and went, "Oh my gosh, you're Amber Lilly." And I was like, "Yeah, how do you know me?" And she was like, "Oh, I listened to your music." Then literally seconds later, this man came out and went, "Oh, you're Amber Lilly, I have your CD." And I was like, this is crazy. These are just random people. Crazy.
What year are we living in?
I know. Yeah.
You still have a CD player? I love this guy. CDs will come back around, I promise you.
I've got CDs.
I know, but
CD.
have you got a CD player?
Yes.
Have you actually still got one?
Anyone who's got an Xbox has a CD player.
That's
or a
true.
PlayStation.
Yeah, you know
Or a
what?
car before,
Yeah,
certain
true. My car doesn't have one anymore.
That's
He just
alright,
just gave
showing
it up.
how much money you've got.
Yeah, no. He just gave it up. He just went, nah.
Pressed in his Tesla. No,
Don't have a Tesla. No electric cars. I like noise. This is why I have the show. I like noise. That's amazing though, you're getting recognised. That must have been a proper wow moment.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think in just Hartford alone, it's, mental when I go out and someone goes, "You're Amber Lilly," and I'm like, "I am."
You're just walking a dog.
Although one time it was just a woman who was my pharmacist, so.
You forgot to pick up your prescription.
Like, it's another one. And she was like, "Oh no, I work in your pharmacy." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fair enough. You still know my name."
Your cream's behind the desk.
You know so much about me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, I know where these songs are coming from.
Exactly.
I know you found I know you.
Prescription.
I love this. Well, this is great. This is great that we're laughing because it is obviously Time to Talk Day. And this is the best thing ever that we can find comedy through. The fact that none of us are perfect here. I know I'm definitely not, on this Time to Talk Day. I'll definitely throw it out there and say, oh, my head can wobble from now and again.
Yeah, mine wobbles more now than again.
Have you got to that point where you're going, oh, okay, there's signs. Like, if you see, do you now see the road signs?
Absolutely. I think going through so much therapy and stuff has made me realise, different things about myself. I think a few years ago, before I started therapy, I didn't know the signs, and there were so many times where I thought, it's fine, I'm not really unwell. And then until I got really unwell, and now I've been through so much therapy, I can see the signs definitely, and I can nip it in the bud before it gets too bad. Most of the time. Touch wood.
Well, I mean, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. You've never done life before. This is your first time round. So don't be too hard on yourself. There's no manual. You weren't given a manual for it.
No.
So, but what was amazing, like, you're talking about therapy there. I had actually a friend of mine on Saturday, and guy to guy, he actually said to me, by the way, I'm in therapy. Never before have I ever had a mate of mine say this before.
Therapy, guys. I was like, if you think you're okay, go to therapy.
I said this before as well. Like, it's not always a negative thing. Like, you can't just go, like, even if you're on, like, top of the world, like, go and have a little bit of it.
Yeah. Just talk about how great your life is.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Pay for the pleasure for boasting.
No CDs in my car. Like, look at me. Come on, therapist, do I need a CD in my life? I don't know. But, no, so it is awesome, like, because, like, your music is really, really heavily, based on it. Was that kind of therapy for you? Like, being able to get it out of your sort of mind? Because this is what happens to me, like, the mind, like, there's just not enough channels to get it out.
Yes.
And I think that's what happens, it gets all a bit blurry, and then, but for you, like, you managed to get it out of your sort of, out of your system and into songs.
For me, I very much realised how profound music can be, and how different styles of music, different genres of music can change your mindset. And when I was unwell, I listened to a lot of music, and some music just really got me out of a bad headspace, and I think I then realised I want to do that for people, and when I started getting well again a few years ago, I taught myself guitar, started writing music, and I just want to have that effect on other people as well. I want someone to be able to I don't want someone to be able to have a bad day, but I want, if they're having a bad day, to listen to my music and go, oh, that made me smile, or that made me think differently about the situation I'm in. And it doesn't have to just be mental health. I even had one lady come up to me and go, oh, my sister's just recovered from breast cancer, and I showed her your song and it's changed her day. And I'm like, that's amazing. And it's just so many different people in walks of life can be affected by the way that music gets under your skin and changes your mindset, and that's what I want to do.
But it's so powerful as well. It's so powerful. Like, it must give you, like, the biggest buzz.
Yes.
Like, for, like, knowing that your song has just, like, and your words.
Yeah.
Like, this is all crazy. You, man. Like, this is, so, like, it's crazy to think, like, you know, even like me, like, you know, you're in this space where you're like, nothing's gonna get better. I don't know about yourself. Like, for me, it was a bit like, this road is going to go on forever. There is no point. I'm actually kind of getting used to the depression. I don't know if that's a weird thing, like, for me. Like, I don't know if that's
common.
But you get, like, common. You go, actually, do you know what? I quite like this. Like, I don't care about nothing.
You're so deep in the hole that it's easier to stay in there than try and work to get yourself out of that. And that's something I say constantly at every single one of my gigs. It's something I say quite frequently, which I'm sure Pete gets annoyed at because he hears it every single time. But obviously I'm speaking to a different audience every time. And I always say, so many people say to me over the past few years, nothing's ever going to get better, nothing's ever going to change. And I'm one of those people too. I swore that nothing was ever going to be different. And this is my life now, and it's so different. And even though I have bad days, it's nothing like it used to be, and I just had to get through that storm. And if you can get through that storm that you're weathering, there's always brighter days ahead, and that's really why I do what I do.
It's good to be reminded, to be honest. And,
Yeah,
and you can always relate it to something that's going on in your life that day or
yeah, absolutely.
playing a gig. So
definitely.
It's never wasted.
No.
No.
Until Pete goes, can you get some new words, please? You say that all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but they don't know that.
That was a passed on message.
Yeah.
just get AI. Just get AI to just keep
That's it,
changing it every single time you do a gig.
Chat GBT.
Yeah, there you go.
Make me a new empowering message.
Yeah, there you go.
Please.
We can do it. We can do it.
Yeah.
So on that single, "You Will Be Fine," you speak at the end of that one, don't you? Or is
I
it?
do, yes.
Yeah, that was when I listened to that. I was like, wow, like that was. Whoever, was that your idea? Because if it was, that's genius.
So that was a bit of, so the "You'll Be Fine" is the song that I always introduce with that sort of line I just said. And I wanted to have that in the song. I wanted people to be able to hear that on whatever they're listening to on the streaming platforms and still hear me talking to them going, look, things do get better, things change. I was one of those people too. And I'm pretty sure I even say that in the song. And I wanted that message to be in there. And when I first released Ammunition on the back of the CD case, I sort of wrote this whole paragraph asking people to reach out, and then with "You'll Be Fine" I wanted there to be that sort of speaking mantra kind of side of things, and that was my plan all along, to just kind of always have a little message in there that means just get someone to listen.
Yeah. I think it's absolutely genius of you.
Thank you.
Because again, like, you got to have that kind of like difference, like, from other artists. You know, loads of people bring out songs, but what's different to yours? It's like, oh well, this little bit at the end, which is just, I think people will remember that.
Yeah.
And it's very important to have that thing of, oh, you should listen to this one, because there's,
definitely.
You know,
and the way that we done it was like, it sort of sounds like you're on the phone or on the radio kind of thing. I wanted that kind of thing, like, as almost if you're talking to someone on the phone. Like,
I thought it was like a voicemail.
Yeah, almost like that, exactly. And it was almost like you're talking to someone, like things get better. And I've had voicemails like that. I've made voicemails like that and stuff. So it was, I just wanted to incorporate that into the song.
I think it's awesome for me. I think it's amazing. I want to remember how you did it at the Hartford Corn Exchange. Do you speak when doing a gig?
So when I do it on my own, I tend not to, because there's like a different part. But when I do it with the band, I'm like my band. I'm in a rock pop punk band called AJ and the Heads, but I'm also in a band which I do more of my own songs and my own style stuff, and it's called Amber, Lilly and the Red Greens. So when we do it as a full band, it gives the guitarist an opportunity to do that guitar solo that's in the song. So I do it then.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
And then before that, I normally just do the little speaky part anyway.
Yeah. That's nice. That is genius, man. Genius. But like, just there, the Red Greens.
Yes.
Where's that from?
So,
how'd you get that name?
Actually interesting. It was a week before Blondie, where I supported a band called Police Dog Hogan, and they were awesome as well. They were fantastic. And we were in the dressing room, and it was when I was like, oh, I'm forming this new band. We've got our first gig in a couple of weeks, and we haven't actually got a name. And I always wanted to have Amber Lilly in it, because I knew these songs they're my songs, and I wanted people to hear them and go, oh, that's Amber Lilly's music. And we were trying to find like a logo and a band name. We had so many different names, and the whole band was like voting, but everyone voted for a different thing. So I was like, okay, we've got nowhere with this. And this guy, said, from Police Dog Hogan, he was like, what about the Red Greens? And I was like, oh, like traffic light. So amber, red and green.
No.
So, and I was like, you know what? I quite like that.
That's amazing.
So then, we just made the logo, and we're Amber, Lilly and the Red Greens. And people always ask me, they're like, what is that? And I'm like, think about it. Just think about it a second, and it will click.
You actually talk about that in one of your lyrics as well, the red and green thing.
Yes, yeah.
So.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the water flows through the orange and green, actually, but
I'm colourblind, so you know.
He is colourblind, so he hears.
Oh, brilliant! Hang on, that's a lovely thing of you, isn't it,
Yeah.
PA? what name could I have, and it would also annoy him?
Yeah.
As long as we obviously saying all this stuff on, like, just how
it's just Amber and the Blues.
How much can you test his patient?
Amber and the black and white.
Pete's like a dog, like here. He just sees this, like, 2D, just everything. But he does play the instrument amazingly.
Is, yeah.
How did you guys actually meet? Because obviously you're new now.
So, we've always kind of known of each other in the music scene. Hartford is a great place for the
it's
music
amazing.
scene.
Music capital of Hartford.
Absolutely,
Hertfordshire.
yes. And yeah, so we kind of knew each other through that, and I was AJ and the Heads in the rock band, and we'd just lost a drummer, and I knew Pete was a drummer, so we spoke about it, and he was like, oh yeah, cool, I'd love to play for you guys. So he actually joined AJ and the Heads for a short while. He's not in it anymore. He left us, unfortunately.
I'm still here.
There's too many colours, man.
too many colours. So he was in AJ and the Heads, and I think from then we kind of got very close in friendship-wise and all the other music stuff I'd done. So he's also the drummer in Red Greens and my permanent cajon player or drummer, whatever the vibe is.
Cajonist, percussionist.
Just
banger
everything.
of drums.
But we actually met probably in the Saracen's Head. So there's my local pub in Hartford is called the Sarries.
Mm-hmm. I know.
They put live music on every month, and Amber used to play there fairly regularly with a couple of friends. They all did an individual slot, and they were all such great performers that whenever they played, I came to see them. But seeing the advert for the drummer for your rock band was...
He thought, I'm in.
So what's this all about? I didn't even realise you had the band.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're like,
true.
why, are you interested? I'm like, maybe.
Yeah. And we
went from there.
met up at the Hartford Club, actually.
Yeah.
And it was like a folk night or
That's right,
some kind of weird
that
night.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I went to a lot of those.
Well, talking of music, I think we should have some.
Okay.
Which one are we going for?
So, there's 3 new songs on my EP. One of them I can't play here because it's got a word in it that I'm not allowed to say on the radio.
Fair play.
So it means I can do 2 new ones, and it'll either be just for a minute or a song that no one's ever heard before.
Oh, you know On Air Acoustic loves an exclusive.
Okay. Pete,
We love an
I'm
exclusive.
prepared for this.
While you're getting prepared, I'm just going to tell everyone.
She does this to me.
Yeah, she's pushing you, man. She's pushing you, man. We don't want anything. We don't want to be. There's no strictly curses or On Air Acoustic curses here, man. Everyone's peaceful. Everyone. While you set up, I'm just going to tell everyone who's listening that if you're looking for a way to support your community and have a chance to win big, then get ready because the Watford Community Lottery is here. For every ticket you buy, helps local good causes in Watford, with at least 60% of each ticket sold going directly to support our community. Yes, that is right. When you play, Watford wins. And when you mean win, you could win 25 grand by spending £1 or £3. Just don't have a coffee tomorrow. Spend all your money, try and win 25 grand. And all I say is, if you do win it, spend time for On Air Acoustic. Right, we are back here in the studio.
Tesla, isn't it?
Yes, just keep doing it. And I know all the good people around here, I tell you, I'm well in now. I'm in, I'm just going to buy the cheapest CD player. Awesome, right, Amber, when you are ready, here we go.
Well, this is a new song I wrote literally a couple weeks ago, and it's called Doubt.
Nice.
Oh, I've been so tired. I think I need some rest. All my thoughts, they have expired. Maybe it's for the best. And I know I can tell that something's changed. Maybe it's better this way. Is this the beginning of the end? My ink has bled all on the page, and the doubt creeps round the side. When I'm least expecting it, it's in the corners of my mind. And I try to tell myself, then I know and I know and I know that it'll pass in its own time. It won't always be this way, but I know and I know and I know it feels like nothing's ever gonna change. So when the doubt is creeping in, you can tell the doubt from me that I am not ready to give in yet. day fades into night. I guess they hide behind the moon, or under streetlights out of sight. And I know you're just waiting for tonight, so you don't have to feel alone. And the voices, they keep you company, but in the morning they are gone. And the doubt creeps round the side. When I'm least expecting it, it's in the corners of my mind. And I try to tell myself, and I know, and I know, and I know that it'll pass in its own time. It won't always be this way, but I know, and I know, and I know it feels like nothing's ever gonna change. So when the doubt is creeping in, you can tell the doubt from me that I'm not ready to give in yet. And the doubt creeps round the side, and when I'm least expecting it, it's in the corners of my mind. And I try to tell myself, that I know, and I know, and I know that it'll pass in its own time. It won't always be this way, but I know, and I know, and I know it feels like nothing's ever gonna change. So when the doubt is creeping in, you can tell the doubt from me that I'm not ready to give in yet.
Doubt from Amber Lilly there, but on Air Acoustic. Yeah, I need you to release that one.
I will do. At some point. Let me get the EP out first.
Yeah. Do this, come on. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, definitely. When I was listening to that, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is something I could written right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the step downs it's got. Rob likes it too. We're going to do something wonderful with this. Rob Clydesdale, everyone.
Yes, the wonderful Rob Clydesdale. That's how I knew you. That's how I met you, through Rob. Because, and obviously there's Sarries, the guitar practice place down the street there. That's where I started playing guitar very slowly still. I'm getting a little bit better with the changes, but it's very, very slowly. But then obviously Rob got me to meet you, which is the best, one of the best things ever.
He is a man of many talents.
He is. I need to speak to him actually. But of course he's probably helped you massively, with Exposed.
Yeah, he has, definitely. I mean, from the beginning of time of my music, releasing career, it's been Rob, and he has helped me so much to capture exactly what I want my music to sound like. And he's not that kind of producer that's like, oh, I think this would be good, or obviously he gives you helpful tips, but he always wants you to be the sound of your music. He doesn't try and take over. And if you listen to his stuff, it's completely different to all the other stuff that he does for other people. But he's amazing at kind of getting you to do your own thing and just bringing it all together.
Yeah, because that's where we first met, when I saw him playing at the Hartford Corn Exchange.
Yeah.
I thought we were sponsored by it tonight.
Yeah.
We'll work with it. That's, it's weird because I was speaking to someone recently who's kind of in music, like, the background of music, and they were saying about how important it really is that you get a decent producer and decent team around you, because at the moment what they're finding is that everyone just wants to get things out, and they're rushing where they shouldn't just get the sort of quantity of stuff out, like get it all on Spotify. It's the quality of stuff.
Yes, definitely.
How important has that been? Like, because if you wouldn't have met Rob, how would your music journey?
If I hadn't met Rob, then there would be budgies in the back of every song that I record, because at my home, where my home studio is, oh, my dog barking. No, but I have budgies, and they're in everything that I do. The more I sing, the louder they sing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And when I done a interview with another radio station, which I'm not going to mention because we're only here for Vibe 107.6.
It's all about Vibe 107.
I done an interview like over the phone, and they were like, "What is that in the background?" Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my birds.
I feel like I want to get the budgies to perform for On Air
It's
Acoustic.
actually only Budgie now. I still refer to him as Budgie. Sorry, Dodger.
Dodger.
Yeah.
I kind of want to have your one budgie to
Yes.
just
He's cool.
can it speak like? Or
No,
you've
so
got a
I
non-speaking
rescued
one.
him when he was too old to learn.
Oh, okay.
But he came in a cage like the size of an A4 piece of paper. He couldn't fly, he couldn't do anything. Now he just free roams, flies my house. Put your hand out and he'll fly to your hand.
No
He's so
way.
Cool. Such a cool bird.
It's only got to ask because I'd have loved to have got him to record like a little sort of jingle of like On Air Acoustic, and then just.
I'm not a parrot.
I know, but they can still say stuff, can't they?
You know what? We'll just pretend that it's him and it'll just be me.
Yeah. Please let this happen.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. But I thought budgies could speak as well.
I think they can if you get them young enough and train them. But I got him at like 3 years old. So
Don't say something like this. I've got ADHD. I'll be like buying one tonight. I'll be like, I need to have this happen.
Yeah,
It's my new thing.
that's what I do. I've got ADHD.
This is gonna be my new thing.
Various animals and
Yep.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does.
We're geniuses at everything until we just give up.
yeah. For like 2 weeks I'm the best at whatever I put my mind to. So.
Yeah, but just obsessed with it.
Yes.
Right, I'm looking at the time, and I want to get some more music, man.
Okay.
What's your next one?
So it will be Lighthouse, which will be on the new EP. Have you heard any of these songs?
No.
Chris? Oh,
This is all brand new to me.
This is cool. I didn't know if I'd sent you them.
No, I love this. I love that I'm actually listening to it the first time with you.
Yeah, well, I've actually heard them before, once or twice. Pete hasn't. He just wings it when he's here.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Cool. This is Lighthouse. Also, the first song I've ever written without a capo, which, if you're a guitarist, you'll understand how amazing that is.
Wow. Did you say I'm showing off?
Yeah. I capo everything, so it makes it easier, the chords. I've finally written one without one.
Love that.
Here we go. This is Lighthouse.
Here we go.
Oh, if your lighthouse breaks and you've lost your way, oh, I'll be your guiding light. So just put your hand in mine. Oh, and just keep on making reasons why to live another day. If some days you don't believe it, then listen when I say I can tell you 100 reasons to leave, but a million to stay. And each day that you get yourself through, one reason goes away. And I wish I could show you everything, but don't know how far it goes if I do. So for now I'll keep it in and just hold you. I rose up to the top, but I didn't like the view. Oh, so I fell back down to earth, where I could be there with you. Oh, they say the happiest people are hiding their pain behind the saddest of souls, as they try to refrain from exposing their truth and no exposing their sorrow. They are here with us today, but not there for our tomorrows. And I wish I could show you everything, but don't know how far it goes if I do. So for now I'll keep it in and just hold you. They say that time is a healer, so I'll wait by your side. Don't wanna grieve for your memories while you're still alive. I'm gonna rip off these wings, 'cause I'm not ready to fly. So let the crows pick us off as I lay there by your side. I wish I could show you everything, but don't know how far it goes if I do. So for now I'll keep it in and just hold you. house breaks and I've lost my way. Oh, who'll be my guiding light? Who will put their hand in mine? Oh, I.
Powerful. That is powerful. Amber, well done.
Thank you.
That is just incredible. I love the expose and that. Oh, I love the. It felt like, just really felt that one from you to me. Like I really. Oh, I don't know how else to explain it. Really, it just. You know when something really hits you. That song really hit me. Then that was powerful.
Thank you.
Have you performed these live then?
A couple of times, like open mics and little things like that, but never properly. I've been trying to keep them back. A little bit. But yeah, so I've wrote both of those songs. For all three of those songs that I've just played, I wrote in like 20 to 30 minutes.
Nice.
And it's one kind of those songs that they're either there or no, they're not there. When I try to write a song, I can't write a song.
Just flowed.
And and someone said to me the other day, they came up to me about that song, they went, that song wasn't just written, that was in there for so long, and it was just waiting to come out. And that's kind of how I feel about a lot of my music. It's just in me somewhere, and then one day it's like, here it is.
You'd be an artist, you're channeling.
Yeah.
Like, you're just channeling, man, and that's it. It just pops out one day.
Yeah.
Which is really good for you, because there's some people who are like, I can't ever do a song, and you're just like...
Although I get, like, months where I'm like, I can't write anything, and then suddenly I'm like, I've written 3 songs this week.
I've got an EP.
Yeah, exactly.
An EP's just landed at my door. Lovely stuff. The budgies flying around, the dogs going around. Oh, brilliant stuff, man.
Keep catching up there. I'm like, written a new song and I'm performing it tomorrow, and he's like, oh, okay then, that's fine.
But how's it for you, Pete? Because, are you just flowing right now? Or do you just have an idea of what's happening? I don't know, it just seems like you're just like, I'm just enjoying being here.
Yeah, as long as he keeps in time, it doesn't matter. Although me and Pete have got a very good relationship when it comes to like our vibes. And I either have to give him like a little look, or he just kind of feels when I'm gonna stop. And it's so random because I write a new song and he'll have no idea where I'm just gonna go like a 1-strum stop. But we always seem to kind of wing it, and it happens.
That's the best thing ever.
So, yeah.
What a thing for a musician.
On,
a bit of drama telepathy.
No, I mean, as you know, Amber's really active, and she's out there getting the gigs, and she'll just call me up going, what are you doing tonight? I was like, and I know what's coming, and it's sort of, I'm playing this gig, do you want to come and fill in? It's like, yeah, why not?
That's fun.
And, like tonight, sort of, I've got a new one, by the way, audience, and I'm sat behind her going,
hey?
Here we go again.
That's fun, I like that.
But because we've got that connection, and you know, I obviously know Amber's style a little bit as well, because we play together a lot, then it's not difficult to sort of join in, apart from the gaps, which even though the songs I know really well, sometimes my mind goes
songs
wandering.
You're fine, it's the covers we do.
I can imagine.
It's harder.
But I think what happens is I really get into it, and I'm sort of enjoy it and kind of forget where we are in the song. But it's we just laugh and have a great time, and that's the most important thing.
That is, well, I mean, talking of that then, on Saturday, you guys will probably be performing together.
Yes.
At the Hartford Club.
Yes, and Peter's also playing with his other band, but it's Acoustic this week.
Yeah, and another one, Ebony Tower, I'm doing an acoustic.
Nice. Peter's
love
just
this.
Communal
It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be there.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the Hartford Club quickly? On Saturday you got some exciting news.
On Saturday, between the hours of 2 and midnight, I've put on a whole day festival for my EP album launch. And the whole day is in aid of Heart's Mind Network, which is a charity very close to me. But I've put on, a whole day festival, 15 different artists and bands playing throughout the day, some arts and crafts at the beginning for a few hours, teaching people origami and stuff that's good for the mind. But yes, the whole day is a massive charity fundraiser for them, so I'll be selling my merch, my CDs, which always the money goes to Mind anyway, but especially come down on that day. We've got a good raffle and lots of great local artists.
And a Pipe for Ecokex merch as well, so we're going to bring that, and again the profits go to charity.
Love that, especially on Time to Talk Day. That's amazing. Well, look, that's pretty much time up, so thank you so much for coming in, Amber. You've been amazing. Thanks so much, Pete.
Thank you very much.
You've honestly absolutely smashed it tonight. Thank you for your vulnerability. Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank you very much.
You know, for everyone out there, you've heard us talk. Now it's your time to talk. It doesn't have to be today. It can be tomorrow. Just don't leave it too late. That's all I'd say.
And check in on your friends.
Exactly.
Go to therapy.
Absolutely. Exactly. And one day you could be the next Amber Lilly. You could be having an EP out there.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for listening. You've always been amazing. And that is it for another week. We will catch you same time, same place next Thursday. Until then, all the best. Bye.